year 1968.
I have a dream today.
The nation was reeling after the assassinations of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
I think that what we're doing at the present time in Vietnam is a mistake.
And Robert Kennedy. Thousands demonstrated against the Vietnam War, and the Beatles released the White Album. In Seattle, political activist Larry Gossett was protesting the treatment of black students at his alma mater, Franklin High School. He was arrested. His jail cell was on the 12th floor of the King County Courthouse. Ironically, the same floor where his county council office would be decades later. Larry Gossett grew up in the Central area. He graduated from the University of Washington in 1970, receiving the UW's first ever degree in African American Studies. He was a founder of the Black Student Union. He continued his activism and became part of a celebrated revolutionary political alliance known as the Gang of Four. The founder of El Centro de la Raza, Roberto Maestas, Bernie Whitebear of the Seattle Indian Health Board, Bob Santos, a leader in the Asian community, and Larry, the executive director of the Central Area Motivation Program. In other cities, those populations tended to be segregated, but because of their unity and their friendship, it immediately sent a message to, especially to people of color in the Seattle and King County region, that the struggles of one are the struggles of us all.
They figured out early and led Seattle in civil rights and racial equality, coming together to work together on common causes and individual causes that needed mutual support. And that's the kind of organizing that's successful.
In 1993, Gossett got involved in electoral politics. He won a seat on the Metropolitan King County Council, representing an area stretching from the Montlake Cut to Beacon Hill.
I call Larry the conscience of the council, the bending of the arc of justice, the arc of history toward a more just society. That is the touchstone, the guiding light that I think motivates Larry Gossett in all of his work and everything he's done.
Larry's the guy who has, by his example, by his experience, by his leadership, has reminded us that we need to care about racial equity in this community, that people are being left behind every single day, and we can do a better job and must do a better job for those folks, and he's the guy who always reminds us of that.
In 1996, building on the initial idea of former King County Council members Bruce Lang and Ron Sims, Gossett was a prime mover in changing the county logo, from that of a 19th century slaveholder to that of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
I was really proud of that, and those were all Larry Gossett's pushes. You know, he and Ron Sims, former executive, went back to DC and met with representatives of the family of Dr. King. It is rare when you literally get to work next to somebody who is a civil rights legend. I mean, literally every day.
I think Larry's going to have a long-term legacy as the heart of the King County Council. He makes decisions based on what he knows in his heart is the right thing for the people he represents. Being that heart and that voice for people who most need it is going to be Larry's legacy.
Larry's a really good listener. He will listen to your ideas, but he's inquisitive, and so he's willing to listen and to see what's different. He's done a lot of work on making sure that people that were underserved are thoroughly thought about. His legacy will be that nobody will ever be forgotten again.
We were sworn in at the same time, but he had the advantage of Rhonda. See, he has a partner in Rhonda that is just not just his wife, but she was his partner in the community. We got two for a price of one, because Larry and Rhonda worked together as a team to help us all be better on the issues that were before us.
He would see people who were off the streets, I mean, literally, and if he was available, he would visit with them. I arranged probably a couple of times per month for him to go over to the King County Jail and visit with someone at the behest of their family member. I don't know of another elected official nationwide that would do that.
He's the people's person. He's given a lot of access and allowed people to see how it works by coming to his office, by going to them in the community, and by hosting town hall meetings and other things that are really important to a large spectrum of the community, not just one particular portion.
Every day, every hour, he's on the phone with people in the community. I think that Councilmember Gossett's legacy is still an open book. I expect he's going to achieve a lot more, even in retirement.
Congratulations, Larry. We really appreciate your 25 years of hard work and service to the people of Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King County. Thank you so much for your excellent work and service.
Congratulations, Dad, for 25 years of service to the people.